radiator with your cat. Sound of your breath. Sound of your nervous system, your brain. Sound of the cat. Just like breathing, hearing takes place. With go any concepts the sounds may stimulate. And you bring the same open sense of receptivity to the felt sense of sitting. Mind is knowing the body. Sitting on the cushion, breathing in, breathing out. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Yogena Chitasya Padena Vacham Valam Sharirasya Chavaichikena Yopakaratam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliramritosmi Avahupurushakaram Shankachakrasitaharinam Sahasrashirsam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Hari Om. Okay, stand in Tadasana. We're going to take the basic little standing series, so if you need blocks to either side, have those ready to go. Let's start with Tadasana. Tadasana. So if possible, join the feet. If not, just keep them parallel. Head feet are happy feet. Never quite get the right, oh well. Make the legs compact from the outer ankle to the hip. Lift, draw the outer leg up and toward the bone. Roll the top thigh in, up and back. Drop the sit bones. Release the tailbone in. Don't push it in. As the sit bones and buttocks have a sense of moving down from the pelvic rim to the sit bones tuck in just a bit. Relax the shoulders, even though you widen them. I read an instruction in this Tibetan manual about sitting. Broaden your shoulders the way a vulture spreads its wings. I really like that. Effortlessly, so that the shoulder blades have a sense of widening, but also the collarbones all the way out to the very tip at the outer root of the arm. And then balance the torso around the axis of the spine. Notice how you shift a little forward, a little back, side to side. So not trying to hold the body rigidly still. Be in touch with that inner flow of movement and continuously adjust. Okay, step the legs wide. Now, if you have a wall available, I want you to take Trikonasana with your back to that wall. Okay? If you don't have a wall, that's okay. I know it's tricky. So my left hip is touching the wall, my right isn't quite. If you are at the wall, see if you can get the top of the right shoulder blade near the armpit to touch close to the wall. If you don't have a wall, see that that upper arm shoulder blade is ironed onto the back ribs. From the heels, make the soles of the feet longer and wider. And from from that dynamic, draw the legs up into the sockets, but the feet continue to get wider and longer. Then step out and up into Ardha Chandrasana. See if you can get the top shoulder blade stacked over the bottom so you're not rolling back. Lengthen both sides of the torso, but related to the spine. So the outer body frame is connecting your awareness to the spinal column, from the coccyx to the base of the skull. And step back down into Trikonasana. Do a nice Trikonasana. Don't slop your way through it. And then inhale, breath, come up. Left leg out, right foot in. Taking Utthita Trikonasana to the right. Again, if possible, the right shoulder blade contact with the wall, so lift and roll the chest open. Make the feet wider and longer. In that dynamic, the legs draw up to the sockets. With the back thigh, the inner thigh lifts up. You don't have to push from the knees backward. Don't cut yourself off at the knees. I've found one of the best way to activate the arches in my feet is to extend the fourth and fifth toe. See for yourself if that's true. All right. Step out to Ardha Chandrasana. We do have a wall. Really make this pose a twist. Turn, look up. If you don't have a wall, keep the shoulder blades ironed under the ribs to support the rotation of the armpit chest. Raise the back leg higher. See if you can get the ankle above the hip, or at least the hip joint. And step back into Trikonasana. Do a respectable Trikonasana. There's a lot of fraud out there these days, so please do not do a fraudulent Trikonasana. Inhale, breath, come up. Expanding back into Tadasana. Okay. If those of you who can bring the palms into Pashtima Namaskar behind the back, do that. Otherwise, clasp your elbows or forearms. So we're going to take Parshvottanasana to the right. So line up heel to heel. Turn and face your right leg. Spread your collarbones and your shoulder blades like the wings of a vulture. I'm going to use that image all night. Okay. Look up. Look up. In Light on Yoga, he starts the pose by looking up. Find the back bend just above the fingertips. And then carry that into your forward bend. Elbows ascend a little. Keep the back bend in the upper thoracic. Feel free to go down whatever your range of motion might be. Move the armpit chest as if it's going to go forward beyond your upper arm. Now lift from the navel, heart center space a little bit and then re-extend. Lift up slightly, re-extend. Yeah. Now rooting into your left heel, from the tailbone, leg from the spinal column to come up. Don't just lift your chest. Start from the root, or root, depending on where you're from. Turn to the other side. If you're doing the elbow clasp, switch that. Wait there, line up heel to heel. Tuck the sit bones down. Don't go into the forward bend tilt of the pelvis yet. You have a Tadasana here. Lift up, look up.